Astrology Sunday, February 5th to Saturday, February 11th, 2023. As we mentioned last week, the full moon in Leo on February 5th will be an unpredictable full moon with radical energies that could easily knock us off balance. The immediate task here is to flow through this, being our authentic selves. The second week of February has a very different feel. February 6th, Mercury sextiles Neptune. This day is best spent in contemplation. It's an excellent day for creative work, as our imaginations are extremely productive. On the February 7th, when Venus sextiles Uranus, love can turn into friendship, and a friendship could become a love interest. Then on the 10th, Mercury conjuncts Pluto. We will be able to X-ray situations and people, but it will be important to remain cooperative, helpful and considerate of others. On the 11th, Mercury in Aquarius opens our minds to unusual topics and we connect the dots in special ways. We are inventive, futuristic and highly individualistic. We are attracted to science fiction and technology. We are more friendly and sociable than usual. We enjoy people from all walks of life. Aries weekly horoscope. There are times in life when we don't have to try too hard. We are gifted with an easy ride or effortless successful outcome. If there is a dream you want to manifest in the world, a friendship you would like to develop, a wish you want to come true, you're gonna have to work for it. Saturn's conjunction to the Sun strongly suggests that you will get you want, but it will only happen when you demonstrate commitment, hard work and persistence. Taurus weekly horoscope. Whether your dream is large or small, whether you have big goals or simply want to do a good job, this week's conjunction of the Sun and Saturn at the top of your chart promises rewards and successes, but only if you put in the necessary effort. You might be called to a greater responsibility or given extra tasks. You're now in a position to make a strong impression on the world, if that's what you want. You may have issues with authority figures, but by taking responsibility, progress is assured. Ultimately, the key to success this week is to embrace maturity and see what you're capable of. Gemini weekly horoscope. Is there something you're not seeing? This is an almost impossible question to answer, of course, because if you can't see it, you are not aware of it. That said, this question could alert you to a blind spot and a desperate need to look a bit deeper or from a different perspective. Examine your resistance to whatever is happening to see whether you can become softer and less rigid in your thinking, and ask to be shown the truth and it will probably be revealed. Cancer weekly horoscope. This week it becomes more difficult to count on others, materially or emotionally. Your request for financial assistance could be turned down, or a partner might be unresponsive to your needs. The good news is this will push you to find your own way, which might be what you currently need for your growth. Sometimes the only person you can rely on is you. Your inner self will serve you in the long run. Leo weekly horoscope. It's time to get serious about a relationship, either by making a commitment and putting in the necessary effort to make things work out, or it might be about time to face the reality of your situation. There could be a certain amount of karma at work. For better or worse, you are now reaping the consequences of past actions and choices. The best approach is to work within your limitations, knowing that the heavy feeling will pass and it is better to stick with what you started. Virgo weekly horoscope. The purpose of life is not just to be happy but to matter. Work, duty, service and organization are your themes this week. Your health and well-being could also require some attention. This is a good week to review how much fulfillment and meaning you get from your work and consider whether there is room for improvement. Discipline might be the key to improving your well-being. Perhaps you need to make a commitment to yourself by sticking to good health habits. Putting in a little more work and effort will be the solution. Libra weekly horoscope. Is there something or someone limiting your freedom of expression? Is your creativity being stifled? You could feel restricted this week, but if you work within your limits and make a commitment to whatever is currently demanding attention, you will reap the rewards. Neptune's conjunction to Venus assures that if you look for a portal that opens into 5D consciousness, you will find many beauties and treasures to enjoy this week. Scorpio weekly horoscope. There is a need to strengthen your base as the Sun aligns with Saturn, calling for a serious commitment or effort to do what needs to be done. This could include responsibility toward a family member, work needed on your property, or efforts to deal with an aspect of your past. The aim is to take a more mature approach in these areas of life, and to accept the domestic limitations you are currently experiencing. It will probably be some kind of karma work here. Do whatever is being asked with as much grace as you can muster, and your efforts will pay off. Sagittarius Weekly Horoscope. Much of our happiness in life depends on how we choose to view things. This is why Sagittarians are regarded as happy-go-lucky, because they are born with natural optimism. That said, even when you have down days, and as Saturn joins the Sun in your communication zone, you might find yourself viewing a particular situation in a more somber way than usual. This is not a bad thing. You could benefit from taking a more realistic approach to deal with the reality you've inherited. The key is using a disciplined mental approach and communicating with a sense of maturity. If there is a serious conversation that needs to be had, this is the week to have it. Capricorn Weekly Horoscope. It's time to get serious about your material world. This could be matters connected with your finances, job, and the utilization of your talents. The best way forward is through facing whatever needs to be done and taking constructive action. You might be called to be more responsible or have a more mature attitude. Ultimately, it's about creating strong and stable financial foundations and being on top of things. You will generate an inner sense of security as you support the material side of your life, which can then allow you to focus on more important things. Aquarius Weekly Horoscope. It is time to get serious about something that matters and requires effort and commitment. When seeking to improve your work situation, finances, relationship, or your health, discipline will be the key. It might help to focus on one thing at a time. If you do what needs to be done, this could feel like a very productive and constructive week. Pisces Weekly Horoscope. The Venus alignment with Neptune in your sign raises the vibration and invites you to experience a greater degree of bliss. Seek beauty and refinement and engage with art, poetry, photography, and music. This alignment should bring you a taste of what it is like to live in the fifth dimension. You will naturally feel joy, kindness, and compassion. Meanwhile, Saturn's conjunction to the Sun in the zone of endings makes this a good time to close the door on something that has been holding you back. It might be easier than you think to simply let go of what is not serving you, because you no longer resonate with it,